What's up everyone, I'm Colby Cheese, and today I'm playing the open beta of Ghost Recon Online, which is a free-to-play game. You can pick it up on PC right now. I'm here to answer just a few simple questions. What is this game? What are my thoughts on it? And should you be playing it? So let's get started because it's time to check out this game. Now, I did play a little bit of this game a while back, and just recently, in fact, I think today, they had a pretty big update releasing a new map as well as a few new guns to the game. So I decided to jump back in, give it a shot, and see if it's something that it would be fun to play around with some other people. And as you can see, I'm running up here. We have captured one of the points. There's a lot of stuff to go over in this game, but right now, just to give you an idea of what's going on, I'm running up on my assault class, trying to capture this point, taking out a couple of the people from the flank. They didn't expect me, the first few of them, to be so close to their base, which allowed us to get up here, and right now I'm standing in a capture zone. You'll notice at the top right, you'll see that we are capturing point D. And essentially the way the game works is there's 2 rounds, and whoever captures the most points throughout both of the rounds will be the victor. And in this particular case, it looks like we are holding the majority of the points, and so we're doing pretty good here. But anyways, what is this game? Like, obviously it's a shooter. The reason I'm wanting to cover this game, and it's actually a lot more exciting to me than most other, because there are so many damn first-person or, third-person shooter games out there right now. So what is it that makes this game so much different than the others? Well, there's actually a lot of things. You'll notice right away that if you notice the way I'm actually running up and getting into cover, that to me is a pretty big difference from a lot of other games that I've had a chance to play, because the game actually relies very heavily on using the cover system in the game. You'll notice when I go into cover that you see a little bit of stat increases that are popped up. It says that I have more percentage of accuracy and things like that. So there's a big emphasis on going into prone and jumping into cover and having good positioning in this game, as it does help you out with killing your enemies. The teamwork as well in this game is really top notch. I played a lot of first person shooters and there doesn't seem to be a huge emphasis on team play. Obviously it's important to have good teamwork, but in this game they really solidify the need for it. In fact, you'll notice I'm running around with my guys right now, and there's these little blue lines sticking out, and I think that is probably one of the coolest things ever. Oh god, that guy actually saw me coming around. I was trying to sneak up on him. But yeah, I think it's great because you can see where your allies are without having to look at a mini-map or look around you. It's just like, okay, I see all these blue lines, I'm gonna stick together with my team. Not only that, but that also indicates that you can give your teammates a buff as you get to level 8 in this game on a particular class. By the way, there are 3, which I'll go over in a second. Then you can actually add a particular specialty to yourself that gives your teammates around you, as well as yourself, of course, a slight buff to maybe ammo regen or perhaps health regen. Just depends on the class that you've got, and there are a lot of different options to it. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about the different classes. There are 3 classes in the game. Right now, in this particular match, I am playing an assault class. And there's also the specialist and the recon, which I'll get to here shortly. The cool thing about the classes is that they are actually quite unique, and the difference is that, well, there are a little bit of health differences and things like that, but mostly there are these cool little abilities. And you'll see right now I've actually activated my heat wave machine, and when I have this activated, it kind of goes into infrared mode. Well, that kind of ended the match there, so let's jump into a new game and I'll talk about that just a sec. So what happens when you have the heat wave on is it kind of locks down enemies and suppresses them. Does a little tiny bit of damage, especially a little bit more damage if they are actually exposed. But the cool thing is that it makes it so they can't shoot and they can't really run around or do any actions. It's really, you'll notice right now I'm actually getting heat wave. My whole screen is shaking and it's kind of blurry and hard to see. So I decided to boot out of there and try and run around behind that guy and destroy him from that side. So it's a really good ability to help your team kind of move up and destroy people behind cover, as well as locking down snipers that tend to really take your team out quite a lot. Now there's another ability that I can choose from here, which allows me to put on a shield, and I'll kind of go into this runner stance and go straight up linebacker mode, and you can just whack run people over. You go really fast with a shield up, and it's really hard for them to kill you because they had to shoot through the shield, of course. And you'll just knock people down on their foot, on their face. And if you have teammates, they'll clean them up for you. Otherwise, you're gonna have to pick up the shield back up and shoot them yourself. But essentially, that's what I'm talking about. This game is super team-based, and these abilities really complement each other in that sort of way. Now, on the specialist, let's talk about that one. Specialist has just a tiny bit less life than the assault class. When I'm playing the assault class, it's all about running around and getting up there in the front, and you don't have to necessarily be in cover as much, or you don't have to aim as well. You have to just get up there, and your assault rifle, it's quick. It's all about being in people's face and killing them quickly. Specialist, on the other hand, is more about being in cover and locking down positions with his SMG. Not every class can use the same guns. You can only use an assault rifle in the assault class, specialist, SMG, and shotguns. So with the specialist, he's actually really cool. Let's switch over to a specialist game and you can see what I'm talking about. But the specialist, I can't really do, I can't as easily just run up and stand outside of cover and take people out like I can with the assault. However, when I do jump into cover like this right here, you'll notice that I've got 100 rounds. The accuracy goes up by a considerable amount, and I can just destroy people. So it's kind of a mix between having the camping ability of a sniper and being able to run up into an assault mode. It's great for once you get into a good position, you can definitely lock down positions extremely well and take out a lot of people with the specialist. Not only that, but the specialist helps people get into position better because his special ability is a shield that you can activate, but the way you activate it is you can't be like straight up running into somewhere and then just all of a sudden have a shield. The way it works is you kind of have to be in a position of cover. You have to start charging it and then turn it on right before it gets to max level. Otherwise, you'll overload yourself. But that's great because you turn that shield on and then it makes this big bubble around you, and your entire teammates and yourself can run up there, and all the bullets will bounce off that shield and not be able to do damage. So your whole team can kind of move up and make a big play into better positioning, and that actually has won a lot of games for me, being able to do that, especially with this game's great voice communication that they have already added in. It's almost like you're always on vent with all of your teammates, and it's extremely important to have good communication in this game. So a lot of times I'll be like, alright guys, group up on me, I'm about to turn on my shield and we're gonna push up. Or if I'm on the assault, I'll say, hey guys, I'm about to do the heat wave, I'm gonna lay down the heat, I want you guys to run forward and take out everyone behind cover before it runs out. Stuff like that, and people for the most part will listen to you because they understand the importance of really working together. Now the other ability that you can do with the specialist here is that you can actually overload all of the enemy's systems, so you can take out all of their actual I guess special abilities so that they won't have any. And it works the same way. You just charge it up and it works on a very large area. So it's a really cool ability. I don't use it as much because I really like the shield for its ability to kind of move up into positions. But I've seen people use that, and it really is annoying when it happens against you. Alright, so the last class is the Recon, and they kind of have a dual purpose to themselves, but they are pretty strong. That is essentially your sniper class, and they also have SMGs, not SMGs, sorry, they have submachine guns, yeah, that they can use. And you can either use them as a class that goes into stealth and then runs in behind enemy lines and kind of takes them out as like a ninja, or you can just play really far back and you do the sniper, which stealth works in that as well, but most of all they have great sniping ability. Now the cool thing about this game is that there is a lot of emphasis on getting into position, and you can't just like run and gun like Rambo. So for example, when you go to aim with the sniper, you can't really quick scope with it like in Call of Duty, for example, because the aiming reticle starts off really wide as soon as you aim down your lens, as if you had to kind of find your bearing for a little bit, so it kind of comes in slowly. And let me see if I can find some footage of that. Alright, so right here, coming up into cover, I'm gonna see if I can take this guy out, and you'll notice that the reticle kind of slowly goes into the middle. Right now it's got full aiming, and boom, I can take him out. Headshot, destroyed the enemy there, and you'll notice that my ally here using the heat wave, so he's locking down anyone coming in this small corridor, and this is one of the best spots for that heat wave is in these small corridors, and I'm just sitting here sniping everyone down while they're unable to act. Now there's a guy behind this wall, I'm not going to be able to take him out, so he's in prone right now, he's going to have to run around that corner. If that guy tries to stick his head out, I'm going to take him down, and looks like my assault right there is able to finish it off. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but every once in a while I'll shoot at this little radar wave, and it allows you to detect enemies that are behind cover. It shows them in a little red outline, and that's super useful if you're playing a more aggressive recon like I usually do, because you have your teammates together and you're like, alright guys, get ready, I'm gonna uncover the enemy position, and then you can have everyone move up and take them out since they now have that knowledge of where exactly everyone is at. So that's really useful. Other than just doing the stealth, I feel like the stealth is more of a flanking maneuver. The thing about the stealth is you can actually see people that are in stealth if they're running really fast, or if you're like right next to them and you're not moving. So it's not like it's super OP or really powerful, but if the game is moving at a really fast pace, a lot of times you probably won't notice them before it's too late because they're already unloading their entire clip into you. So really cool stuff with the classes. Let me jump back out into the menu and kind of talk about some of the different stuff this game has to offer as far as the menus and the different guns and all of the customization with that, and then we'll jump back in and I'll talk about the game modes and the way all that stuff works as well. What you can see right now is the the menu kind of when you first log into the game. You can choose between your 3 different classes. You'll notice they actually level up individually, which is interesting. So you may decide to stick to one class that is your favorite and buy the best gear for them specifically, or you can decide to kind of mess around. I've pretty much done that. Leveled up all 3 of them individually just to see what I like more. Lately, I've been kind of enjoying the assault because I really love running up and shooting people down now that I'm a lot more used to the game. But the specialist is a lot of fun as well, because if you can get a good team and you have that nice little communication going, you can use that shield to really move up, get into good cover, and just systematically take points one after another, which is great. So let me just jump into the game and show you guys kind of, let's go ahead and choose my specialist because he has more items on him. This is actually the new Phantom Crate, something they added in this particular patch. So this patch is something to do with like the Phantom stuff. I'm not going to grab that, but if you want, we can check out the store real fast and you can get an idea. So they've got different things you can do here with these bundles. You can buy bundles that have a lot of different stuff, and you'll notice it's got like guns in it, and it's got armor, it's got different supplies and things like that. What I've done so far is just bought stuff as I need it. So you'll notice right here, I can only buy guns right now for my particular class, which is light machine guns. Sorry, earlier I was saying SMGs. I meant LMGs. I think you know what I mean, but here we go. If I want to get a particular SMG, or sorry, I did it again, a particular LMG, I have to buy one that I can actually use for now. Next level, see, I might actually wait if I wanted to buy a gun, because next level I can equip these 3 right here, which are going to be just a little bit more powerful. And so you'll notice this one's got great suppression on it, meaning that it's probably got a big clip size, nice rate of fire, and 510 damage per second is great, as compared to the one I've got now, which is only 280 as the starter noob gun, as you can see. But different guns have different things. This one you'll see is original, so it's kind of a mix of good range and suppression. This one right here is, I think, another close quarter. No, this one is a close quarter, so it's going to have super fast fire rate, but really bad accuracy. It's going to do a lot of damage. Right now I've actually got a gun. Let me see. Let me go to the armory, and I can actually equip. So this is the one I've actually been using it. I bought this one. Well, hang on, where is it at? Okay. So I bought this one because it's a really good close quarter. So if I get it on a map that seems to be more close quarters related, then I'll probably pop this gun in and start using it. But I've been using this one because it's got a good, you can actually switch the fire mode to semi-automatic instead of just straight up automatic, and you can kind of pop people off from long range while still having that really big clip size, and it seems to be really strong for that. But you'll notice that the damage is quite a bit less. So for me, it's more about that accuracy and trying to get those headshots from long range. But once I level up a little bit more, I'll probably try and pick up an original gun like this, or a good suppression one, and just hold people down. So a lot of different strategy with that, you'll notice. And then I can actually use shotguns as well. Pentagun is hilarious. It's like sort of a it's a non-pump action. It's just a really good shotgun, honestly. Really good shotgun. Pretty interesting to use. So a lot of really cool stuff you can do here with the weapon customization. Now, obviously, since you can buy guns that get really powerful, you might be thinking, oh, that's going to suck for new people playing against really good people. Well, you only get matched up with people that are approximately around your level. So for now, I would never get matched against anyone who's above level 14. So as you start leveling up more, you'll kind of be matched with people that have gear close to you. Now, your armor is interesting. You can choose different armor that has different stuff. So you can have a medium armor, stuff like that, and then customize it. My armor has 3 different slots on it that I can actually equip stuff with. So I'll select an item here and I can choose something that's got regen on it. I can choose a little thing here that's got some toughness, regen, health, regen, critical evasion, and health. So different things like that. And you can kind of choose various ones from the store of different strengths. And you'll use your RP, which you get just from winning matches, or you can do, if you're a person who doesn't have a lot of time to play this game all day, to build up the RP, you can go ahead and buy some points, and you'll be able to buy these easier with money. So there isn't any pay to win in this game, but it's just similar to like League of Legends or any other game where you can buy to boost yourself up and get things quicker rather than having to specifically farm out every little piece that you need. So that's kind of interesting there. I like this right here. This is pretty cool. There's a firing range. You can go in here and test out the different weapons that you've got and see, how good they are in the various ranges. And so you'll notice that that gun's really good up close. But if I'm trying to fire against these guys way out here, and you'll see that it's really not so easy. I do hit them every once in a while, but it's so hard to like get that. I mean, that is super. That's 130 meters. But I really like this. I really like this. It shows you like the range all the way out there to 200 meters. So pretty cool stuff there. So let's accept that. I don't really want to change anything on the gear for now. You can change your different loadouts of special equipment right there. You've got military cap. So right now the caps that are in the game are just like Team Fortress 2. They're all for looks. So you can buy different caps to make yourself look cool if you want. And nothing pay to win there. Device recharge. Now this is the thing I was talking about earlier in the video, where it's a little buff to your team. Right now I've got the device recharge that allows my special abilities as well as my teammates to regen 15% faster. And if I wanted to switch that out, well, I don't have another one, but if I wanted to buy another one that gives me ammo regen, I can equip that one instead and kind of have that choice. There are various different grenades that you can get. Some of the grenades will have big blast radiuses, smaller damage, or really small blast radius but big damage, things like that. So lots of customization in this game. So many different things in the store that you can go around and do. I can actually equip specific ammo that gives me a little bit of damage boost, and that's not pay to win either. You can get that with your RP, and there's just a certain amount of them that'll last. So a lot of this definitely requires a bit of farming in terms of winning games, obviously, especially if you're trying to buy a lot of new guns. But the idea, I think, is to kind of get a couple different guns, and every time you level up a few levels, they actually give you like a temporary, couple of temporary guns that you can try out. So at least you can try them out and kind of get an idea of what type of weapon that you enjoy using, so that when you go and you decide to actually buy a weapon, then you'll actually have a better understanding of what it is that you want to get. So for me, I kind of know that I like the ones that have a bit more range on them, so I'll probably stick to original or suppression rather than close quarters when I'm playing specialist and that sort of thing. But eventually, as you play the game more, you'll probably get a chance to unlock all of this stuff, and you'll be able to kind of have that built up. Obviously I've only played, let's see, I don't know how long I've played this particular class. I think sometimes it shows you. Okay, so I played for 5 hours on the specialist, which is not really that much. I've been playing League of Legends, for example, for a really long time, and I've unlocked everything, but that's like years and years. So this is not even a day of playtime, and I've got pretty much a good amount of stuff already on this class. So after a while, if you really like the game, you'll probably have a lot of the things that you really want anyways. Alright, so there are a lot of stuff with clans and things like that, so you can actually join up. I'm actually in a clan right now, I believe. So you'll see I've got GCJ. I was playing with a couple of guys. They invited me to the clan and decided to join up to check it out. So there's a lot of like clan fighting and tournaments and stuff like that you can do between clans. You can also join a fire team, which is just you grouping up with your friends. I've done that a few times. Just join up with some people that I thought I enjoyed playing with from previous matches that we did well, and go in there and just kind of wreck shop together. And in fact, there's actually these little challenges. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, that's the clan stuff right there. So, oh, here it is. So, fire team challenge. Here it is. So, you got different little things you can do to help you unlock more RP by completing little challenges. This is a fire team challenge, so you have to join a group of friends and complete 4 rounds with at least 1 specialist in the fire team. So pretty simple, and you kind of choose 1 challenge at a time, complete it, and move on. I don't know, I don't see my single player challenges, but yeah, there's also single player challenges, which is essentially just stuff you got to do on your own. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really cool. Clan matchmaking. Let's go ahead and jump back into the game though, now that you've kind of seen the menu, the way that works out. And we'll try and get a match going and let you guys kind of have an idea of the way it works. Well, actually, I'll just talk about it from right here for now. So I'm gonna start that search. So there are a couple of different games. They're all very similar in the way they work. They're based around these little points. So this one you'll notice is Conquest, and the way it works is everyone starts with A and B, or on the other side is D and E, and C is up for grabs. So everyone runs. Whoever grabs C first, they now can unlock the next point, and you essentially try and get as many points as you can, and it goes for 2 rounds. Whoever gets the most points wins the game. Then you've got something like this, which is a smaller map, and there's only 1 point. It's called Holdout, and the way that works is whoever holds that point at the very end of the match will actually win the game. Now, I don't know if I like this game mode as much because you can hold the map, or you can hold that point for like 10 minutes, and then if someone captures it at the last like 5 seconds of the game, they'll win. But either way, it does end up being a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. You've got that's another Holdout. Let's see, I think there's one more game mode, maybe. No, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there's one. It's like an assault type thing. Let me see if I can find it. There it is, Onslaught. So the way the Onslaught one works is there's an attacking and a defending team. And I mean, it's very similar to the Conquest, where you have to try and get as many points as you can, except that only, you know, it's just, well, one team is defending. So once you capture 1 point, it's permanently captured. So the idea is you capture A and B, and then once you capture A and B, it unlocks C, which is right next to their spawn, so it's even harder to capture. But if you're able to capture that one, then you win that round, and it goes on to the next one. And essentially, whoever, I guess, holds out the most points after the 2 rounds, you know, after you do an attacking and a defending round, will be the winner there. So overall, guys, I've really been enjoying this game. I played it a lot. I did take a little bit of a break, and because I got frustrated from getting my butt handed to me for a few matches. Though coming back to it and starting to do really well, I was like, man, this is actually very rewarding once you start to learn the game and you know, do a good job and have good communication and just, you know, pick up a couple of friends with the game. It's super fun to play with your friends, by the way. And so honestly, if you're asking yourself, should you be playing this game, I would say definitely pick it up, check it out, at least get to like level 4 on a couple of the classes. It's actually nice whenever you first start playing the game, you're grouped with a noob-only set of matchmaking, and therefore you're not going to have the problem of playing with people who have really good guns and a bunch of crazy grenades and all kinds of cool stuff. Everyone's going to be essentially the very same for the first 4 levels, and so that's my recommendation is check out the game. I put a link down below. You can go download the game right now for free and you know, give it a shot. If you're going to be playing the game, add me if you would like to. I'll put down my name as well in the bottom if you want to add me to your friends list. And by the way, guys, if you enjoyed this this video and you actually would like to see more Ghost Recon Online, then vote with your likes. If I can get, you know, 200 likes or so from you guys, then I'll definitely look at doing maybe some commentaries of my multiplayer matches in Ghost Recon. So for now, that's all though. I'll see you in the game. This is QueZo, guys. Peace out.